Okay, I am testing out a G2 character that I'm creating for a client, and it's actually been a while since I've been online. My son has been really sick, and um today has been a good day where I've been able to finally catch up on some work. So this is Captain Pearl. It's a G2 character, a pirate character that a client asked me to create, and right now I just want to kind of test out how his face looks, facial expressions, and maybe do a little mask editing while joint masking while I'm working on different pieces. So this particular character is probably about 98% complete, and it's now just the small things that's missing. So in this case, the bandana is not at every angle. Like it should be a part of the bandana right here as well as over here. And the back angle is actually, the bandana is actually in the wrong place if it was rotating. So I know there's a few things that I need to modify to make this complete. Another thing is there's no detail in the back views like there are in the front views. So all the back views just have a solid black hair color, and the rest of them have more detail. Another thing was this character was done 100% using a digital um, drawing pad, whereas in the past, with a lot of my client work, I've used a mouse. But overall, it's a nice looking character. Um, all 10 angles is done. So he rotates nicely. As you can see, there's spots where I can tweak the joint mask. And what I would like to do is kind of get started on some of the facial expression to see how everything looks. So facial puppeteering is one of the strongest suits for any character. You have to be able to bring that character to life. And so with this character, I want to make sure he does expressions that complements him. So the eyes do sync and rotate the way I would like. So now I can just test and see how his expressions may look, both eyebrows and mouth expressions. See some of the angrier expressions. This is Amaze. Not bad. Kind of like that. Okay, so that's not bad. So that looks good from that angle, but I like to see how he looks in different angles. So I won't go through all of these, but I just want to see how different expressions come out. And of course, people will make their own individual expression, unique expression, but it's easier to test using the predefined expressions to make sure, for the most part, you're hitting the basic range of expressions needed for um, characters. And I like what I'm seeing so far. So now I want to check how he looks from the side. Now, one thing I did different with this character that I haven't done with any of my other characters is that his pupils are actually a little squished because I think it will look better from a side profile having those squish eyes. The only thing about it is when you're looking around, for example, depending on how far the range is, it may look a little weird. So it's great as long as you're keeping the pupils here. But if I wanted to kind of glance around, then it looks really weird and distorted. But for the most part, most people wouldn't look that way anyway. Most of the time, the scene will change to a different angle and not necessarily this angle. So I decided to keep it like this because I think it shows better. But I wanted to test the different views and see how they look. And I think the expressions show really well. See how scared? Scared looks really good. I see actually this particular mouth expression is missing. Um, it's missing a little bit of the beard, so I want to go back and make sure I fix that. Let me see if I can figure out which mouth expression that belongs to, so I can make a note and come back. So that's expression 21. So I need to make sure I add color in just a little bit of that beard that's got a little white spot right there for 21. And this is your basic 30 expressions with the lip sync. And he does everything from smiles, frowns, even with a smirk on his face, which probably shows a little bit better from a different angle. So that looks good. Not necessarily with those eyebrow expressions, but it still looks good. So this kind of concludes my take on the different facial expressions. What I'll end up doing is checking out how the lip sync and stuff does next. and see how well he performs with that.